And this is the Quickie Sidebar Talk.
I don't think men and women are the same.
Okay.
I don't. But there should be the specific morals within the same genders. Cheating, just because you're a man and you do it once, so a woman has to stay. But if a woman cheats and she does it once, a man dips. I don't think that should be separated. Cheating is a general thing.
You know why it's separate?
Why?
You want me to tell you?
Because you have a dick and a woman has a vagina.
No, that.
Why?
So between you and I, who do you think can easily get sex?
A woman can.
That's why.
When men specifically like Hispanic women, it's a fetish. When they like glorify the Hispanic woman, what is that? Fat ass, fat titties, spicy,
always looking
crazy, and also like cleaning and cooking food. Bitch,
Catering to your man.
I got 3 jobs.
Taking care of your house. In general, this type of mindset comes and derives from porn. That's what it is, because it's glorified
You think
in
so?
society. Absolutely.
Who told you about sex?
All of these kinds of fetishes in general were glorified through porn and all of the sexual commercials that like around us, like the print ads and all of those things. Like that's what it is.
Cheating is like a rich man's sport. If you don't have
I
the
like
funds, you can't be doing shit like that. Like, I don't know. Like, at the end of the day, I look at somebody that I want to be with, and I need to make sure they're a provider. But I feel like you said, with men and women cheat emotionally, men cheat physically. I get that part. I understand it. Like, sometimes a nigga just want to get a nut off. And that is what it is. But at the same time, like, I feel like it's me that I couldn't deal with my own feelings, my emotions, because I'd be jealous. Like, you just shared your dick, our sacred energy with somebody else. It's like, I don't know. I feel like it depends. Maybe on what she looked like, where it happened, when it happened. I don't know. That's going to be the stuff that's running through my mind.
But do you feel like it'd be better if she was hotter or uglier? Like, what do you mean on that one?
Honestly, yeah.
Like,
because if you're going to cheat on me with a bad bitch. Don't cheat on me with nobody fucking...
I feel like they always cheat with somebody uglier.
Yeah, like, that hurts my feelings. It's like, what?
A long-term relationship doesn't work like that.
Okay.
If you want something of substance, you have to get to know that person. I would say that if you just jump right into the fire, just jump right into bed, then every time that you see that person, all you want is just sex. There's no conversation. There's no getting to know that person. So beyond sex, nothing's interesting.
No, let's
about
say you
that
guys,
person.
good vibe, flow, everything is there, conversation's there. So, okay, you also say a few months. What do you mean by few months? Few months can be 1 month, can be 2, 3. What do you mean by few months?
No, for me, I would say somewhere close to 6 months because I want to...
6 months?
Yes, because if I like you, I want to get to know you. I want to get to know you beyond the bedroom first.
So it's going to take you that long to get to know someone, 6 months?
Indeed. I'm not one to jump into bed with somebody.
If your girl is giving you head, please never have the audacity to take your hand, right? And be pushy.
It will fit.
No, you need something that's more like this. So, like, you know, you throw
No, you
about.
yeah, you take it.
Not Anita, not Martha.
Look, this lady
Listen.
stopping at the gate.
But you'll be surprised. Grace will be the one taking it.
Who?
She's about to find out.
Trash at it. Like, he had a big, but he was completely garbage.
No.
So if you
He
took
knows what
8,
he's doing.
you can take 10. So congratulations.
Wait.
Keep
Double
walking.
digits, double
You
digits, double
just
digits.
escalated all the way
I'm going
here.
to. This is
I
going to
know,
be the.
Martha, without a doubt, Martha, you take 9 and 10.
Oh my God! I don't think you love.
Wait, 8, 9?
I wanted to cry after.
Well, at least she's honest about
Was it good?
Hurt like a mother. It was good at the moment. Just don't come out because that hurts.
Oh, no.
Can you, what is
Like, you can put 3 inches in your mouth without gagging, and
But
you're a
that's
whole
what I'm
man.
saying. So,
Yes!
4 inches.
Bam.
that's 4?
Yes.
That's small.
what I'm telling you. You're
You're mad. You're
Damn.
being very unrealistic.
But-
And before this is you.
Listen. hey. Listen.
I'll go 50-50, but if a nigga is like, okay, let me go whole, okay, you got it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So you didn't find that attractive.
No, the thing is with him, it was just too much of it.
So-
It was too much of like, oh, I'm going to pay for this. I'm going to pay for that. Can I pay for something?
'Cause
Like,
you're
I
not
want to
used to
be
that.
able to pay for something. I want to be able to be like, okay, my money that can I use a little bit of this? Oh, no, I got it.
I understand the generosity of it all, but I feel like too much of that, it'd be like pushing me away because I never really had that. Like you said, maybe.
That's what I'm saying. You're not used
but
to
it's
that.
like that's too much for me at that time. Like you gotta slow that down for me. You gotta break it down for me now. Like I can't take it that fast now. Like relax.
He brought bitches to my f***ing house, and I was taking care of him and his f***ing cousin living with us, and his dog. I wish I could text his dog. His dog is more of a man than he was. I chased him with a baseball bat. He's so lucky I did not connect that to his knees. And he's like, yeah, I'm like, listen, man, I don't care. I'll go to jail 3 meals a day. Bringing a bitch in the house? Damn. Oh my God. And these girls told me, because I went through his phone, and it was like very embarrassing. Like 7 girls on Do Not Disturb. Okay? And I texted it everyone in like a PSA. But I don't have a good relationship with my dad. And I have noticed a pattern in a couple of ways. Like the guys that I have been with, they like to feel like they try to act like my dad. They try to tell me how to what to do, how to grow up, like give me their personal advice, this and that. Like I don't date white guys.
You don't get white guys?
Daddy issues thing, maybe, I don't know. But I don't like. I grew up fortunately with my eyes open, like in seeing different shit. White guys are goofy as but white guys are very simple-minded, like very much of the time. If a white guy who's open-minded and stuff like that, he's not dating white girls. He's probably dating a black girl, a Spanish girl, or something like that. You know what I mean? Like one token white kid that's like in the group. I don't know if I'm choosing the right words. I get that whole like black guy wants to go for a white girl.
What made you stay single for 6 years though? That's a lot.
I went through a really bad relationship prior to that.
Was it with your baby daddy?
No, it was this guy. It was the first person I fell in love with, and he was young. Never fall for these young men. He was younger than me.
Younger.
Like 4 or 5 years younger than me, which is not too bad. Okay. So I put a lot of effort into that. He wasn't a baby daddy, thank goodness. And it was really bad. He got other females pregnant.
Him?
My ex. He got other females pregnant while he was with me. We were together for around 5 years, on and off. Okay. He would leave me, then he would come back to me, feed me all this BS, and I don't know. I guess I knew what was up, but I wanted to believe it. But I knew what was up.
My last relationship, I left it because I wasn't in love with him. I do have people hitting me up, want to do things, and I'd rather be home. I'd rather be home with my daughter, watching a movie, than, I don't know. Maybe, too, because being a single mom, I don't have, I can't be like, oh, let me drop her here, and then let me go out. I can't do that. You understand what I mean? Because, number one, I got to find a sitter.
That's why they say it's a bad deal dating a single mom.
Yeah, it is. It is hard. I can't lie, because I had somebody be like, why are you putting yourself out there when you're really not available? My routine is so basic that I feel like I don't have energy for more things. Like I work, I drop off my daughter to school. She's 4 years old, so I drop her to daycare or preschool, whatever you want to call it. I go to work, I get off, and then I have to pick her up. So when do I have time?
You got to make time. People make time for things that they want.
But I haven't seen anything that I want because I'm not looking. Like, I know people be like, he's going to come to you, but if I'm not putting myself out there, how is he going to find me? Is he going to knock on my door and be like, hey, God sent me to you?
That's the point.
Honestly, though, as a woman, I'm going to speak for myself. I ain't going to speak for everybody else. We can be and like to be on the same bullshit as y'all do, and we could be like how you guys can. I know that's not like a normal thing. I know it's like, no, you guys are emotional. When you do it's emotions. It's this, blah, blah, blah. I know you guys think that. I know, but that's not the case with some women. A lot of women.
No, what they say about those things, they talk in general. When people say about those type of things, it's in general.
But that's not the case. A lot of times,
no, in general, that's the case.
According to who?
6 out of 4 women, 6 out of 10 women, they will not want to sleep around with different dudes.
How do you know that? Who you talk to?
I'm just talking about statistics.
Because that's what we say. Because the women that say that.
No, it's but people did studies on these things.
But the other fact is a fact. We still.
What's the other fact though?
Shit. We don't get caught. That's a fact. That's the fact.
So
A fact. No. If we don't want to, no. If we do, it will be 100% because of the guy. He will blow the cover. If we get caught, believe that's what it would be. It would never be because we slipping in any situation.
You have experience, huh?
Yeah.
Wow. I agree with that. I heard that a lot. When a woman cheats, it's kind of hard to catch them.
Hard.
We have, the one parent household, so it's just like I never had a real definition of a two person relationship and a healthy one at that. So my mom, my mom's always told me, like whatever they do, you can do 10 times harder, like whatever.
Wait, what does it mean? Whenever, what do you mean by whenever?
Like she's always been the type of person where it's just like if somebody's gonna do something, you do that back to them 10 times harder. Or if somebody's sitting here, if you're not, like, basically, not that she's telling me this, but what I'm seeing from her, what I'm seeing from her is basically like it's okay if somebody's acting weird to you. It's okay if somebody's doing X, Y, and Z because you can do your own thing on the side while they're doing them. And it was basically just like, my mom's been, through very toxic situations. She was with somebody for 10 years and that person always cheated on her, but it made it okay because he provided for us, or he took her out on trips, he made her feel good, and it's just like that's all I knew. Like, as long as I feel good, then it doesn't matter what's going on. So when it came to situations where I wanted to confront my boyfriend about something that I thought was weird, or I wanted to speak up about something and he wasn't really like letting me talk as well, I would just play it like, okay, you know what, you can go ahead and do this because I'm just going to do my own thing on the side while you're doing that. But as I'm doing this, I'm still falling for you. Like, it was a very toxic situationship and I didn't know how to get out of it. So it took a lot of like self-evaluation for me to even do that.
Listen, you know what one guy has told me before?
What?
And this is how I know the dating scene has shit and piss in it. Because he literally said to me verbatim, he was like, the reason I don't want to pursue you is because you're too good of a person for me to hurt. As in, like, he's going to find somebody that is going to be less than, or maybe is on the same level of, like, ain't shit as him, or whatever. It's less than, right? Who he feels like is not as worth it than me, just because he knows that eventually if he hurts them, he's not going to feel as bad as if he hurts me. About it like a year ago, I dated somebody who like loved bombed me, right? So they loved bombed me. They wanted, they wanted to exclusively date me. And already, I'm a monogamous, so that was like music to my ears. You want to date just me? Perfect. I've always been that type of person. So, that was fine with me. You want to just date me? We're on the same page, I guess. So I thought, and over time, the inconsistency starts. Now,
after how long though?
After like 2 months.
Shit.
After 2 months, it starts. I'm like, damn, you used to call me every morning, every night, checking on me, right? And then now you're calling me once every 2-3 days. You're barely trying to make plans to see me, Where in the beginning, it's just like, when can I see you? Like, when are you free? Like, let's do something. And then all of that started dying down. So now I'm questioning things. I'm questioning, okay, like, what's going on? Like, are you seeing other people? Whatever. Come to find out, he was back on Hinge, and
men are in their fields because
the men that you picked.
Not even
the men that you picked.
Men in this world. It's not even about women. It's about the world and what's serving men today and now. Okay, it's the economy, it's the success, it's the drive, it's the ambition, it's the respect. It's not even about women anymore. That's the sad part. That's why women are lonely or like where they are, because a lot of men are trying to explain to you.
Because you guys are not realistic.
It's not even about being realistic. Men are about themselves because their natural ability is to provide and to be successful and to be protect. And if that is something that the world isn't allowing them to be, girl, give me a minute. I need a minute because I can't be the man for you. There's a disconnect because they're like, well, I just still need a man.
I broke up because, like I said,
Cheated it again?
Cheating, and I'm in my feminine energy. I was being really masculine, and I'm not trying to be anybody's mother, and I'm not trying to be anybody's man either.
Wait, so he cheated. How do you catch him? How do you catch him though?
Well, I went through his phone
again. You don't learn from your mistakes though.
He was drunk and left the phone open. So
shit! Yeah,
he did that to himself.
What made you go through his phone though?
Well, he's a good-looking man, so obviously I already had speculation. And then before that, his behavior gave me like a lot of premonition to like what he was doing. He would always accuse me of being the cheater, always accuse me of doing something. And you know that when people are doing something, they project it on
you. That's facts.
Yeah. So then I was like, okay, like I was feeling really conflicted because I wanted to trust him and give him the benefit of the doubt. So I really did. I have a good relationship with God. I really did just pray to God. And I was like, honestly, show me something that I need to see. Yeah. So that I can make this decision for my sanity, because it's really not healthy for me to just, be constantly at this war with myself on if I want, to do this. Like, does this man respect me? No. But do I love him and I want to stay? Yes. It was like, we weren't living together, but like I would visit a lot because he had his own place.
Same states or different states?
Same state.
Okay, Mass?
Yeah, he just lived farther. So, like, at first we weren't seeing each other that much. But once I started to see him more often, like, I would just stay there and he would make me comfortable staying there. He'd be like, honestly, I don't even see why you need an apartment. I have one, so you can just come here.
That quick?
Right. And so I was like, he made me feel comfortable staying there. So I would just, visit him every now and then. And then when I did see the phone, he had sent another girl the address. And then I don't know what happened because...
Was it the only girl or you saw different girls?
No, like several girls, probably over like 20 girls.
Sending addresses? Or
not just addresses, just like micro cheating, like swiping up hard eyes, or like, ooh, when are you going to let me be your boyfriend? When are you going to be in a relationship with me? Or, ooh, come over. Like, like I saw maybe, and like the days that I wouldn't be there, he would be FaceTiming other girls.
Yeah, you went through his phone for real. You do your
I did my big one. Yeah. And honestly, like, this was the second time I caught it, because there was another time I had forgiven him, and I really gave him the benefit of the doubt, because I wanted to be that person.
You don't want to be single forever.
And I really thought, though, well, see, this is where it gets, you asked me if I'm crazy. This is where it gets crazy. I did put my hands on him the first time, and I was hoping he learned from the first time.
Did you slap him, punch him, or what?
Well, I threw a cup of water in his face while he was sleeping.
Damn, Dominicans, man, you crazy, man.
Because he wanted to act like he didn't know what I was trying to show him.
Not men, you guys do things off of impulse. Men are impulsive. You guys do things right off of impulse. Women do not do that. We actually sit and we mapped it out. Unlike a man. Men, have you not seen even the most notorious female drug lords? Have you actually even looked at them, bro? The way women succeed longer than a man can succeed in anything they do. Because men, you guys don't reason things out, man. You guys don't. And there's facts to prove it. No man can succeed without a woman, but a woman can succeed without a man, and that is a fact.
You cannot say that. The world that you live in, men created.
I'm telling you.
Once a man shows you that they can lead, and it's easy to submit to somebody who takes care of you, who allows you to be vulnerable, who shows that they're actually going to put in the energy. The problem is when you come in and say, I have a dick, you should submit. Like, that's not how it works. But naturally I know men who are like men, and they don't really have a problem with submission, because at the end of the day, they're going to put that in there. Oh, you don't trust me? Why? Let's talk about this. You know what I'm saying? Oh, this is what you need? Trash is already out.
they're already doing everything they need to do to make you feel safe and comfortable. Like, you ever seen like a girl who's mad like ratchet, mad hard, but she just get around this nigga and all of a sudden it's just like and she starts softening up and stuff like that? Why? Because that man is feeding her what she needs to submit to her femininity and her softness. Not a lot of men, again, are willing to do the work and the temperature. They just want that submission because they're the quote-unquote man.
I say, woman, you shouldn't fuck on no nigga that don't pay for your maintenance. He don't respect you.
So how much do you want your nigga to be making every month after tax?
That's true. Maybe he get a bunch of jobs and work hard so home could be happy.
That wasn't my question, though.
I don't know. I like entrepreneurs.
Based on the math that you did, how much you expect?
I mean, I could hold my own, but like, I don't really know how much I would expect for a man to. I think it's just like automatic. So
will you be okay if a man make 20,000 a year, since you don't know what to expect?
I don't know.
I have always been in a relationship since the age of 14.
14?
14.
Like serious relationships?
Serious relationships. So it's always went from my first boyfriend to the next boyfriend to the next boyfriend. There was never like, I have not been married before, but I have been engaged.
How many times have you been engaged?
2.
2 times. All right.
So one time I had sex with this boy that I was talking to for a couple months, and I really liked him. He was a good guy. He gave me money. He bought me everything I wanted on top of that. And when he f***ed me, he just talked too much, and his was just not giving what it was supposed to give. And it was just making me cringe. And it's like, it's a real thing. Just like men don't think a woman is good enough, tight enough, wet enough. I think that about men. Like, I think that isn't
big enough.
Can be little. Okay, but let me go back a little bit. I've been with a man where I think that it can be small, on the smaller, less than average side, and they could know how to use it and they would make me nut. But this specific person I'm talking about, they made me cringe because they talked too much. The things they were saying, they had self-esteem issues, and they highlighted it during sexual intercourse. Why would you do that?
So they were talking during intercourse?
And
what type of things they were talking about?
They were like, do you love this about me? Do you love that about me? And it was like, no. You make me like cringe.
That?
I don't like that.
Wow, I
Do
seen
you
that.
like that?
That's a little weird, though.
No, I don't like
do you
that.
like that?
I don't like that. And you know that no girl likes that, because that's why you're asking me if I like that.
Men lie because they think they're protecting our feelings, but it's not protecting us at all.
Mhm.
Like,
So?
I'd rather you tell me.
I had a man lie to me just because, like, you know, they want to keep up, like, you know, like, try to portray to be a certain way to me.
If we know that this is what y'all do, literally, just cheat all day, it's like, we're tired of the lying. Just be upfront. Like, if I meet a nigga right now, I need him to be like, yo, I'm trying to fuck.
Trying to fuck who?
Like, you feel me?
You're talking about if you meet somebody.
Yeah, if I meet somebody, I'd rather him be like, hey, I'm trying to fuck. Rather than lead me on thinking that he really liked me and we're about to be something.
I know, but I thought...
Like, just tell me, like, you're really just trying to fuck
selling
me
tickets.
back.
That's
like,
what she's
back.
saying.
Okay,
Why are you selling tickets?
Maybe I could be down. I know niggas that spit game at me that did bring up sex off rip. Like, yo, no bullshit, Khadijah, you look good. I'm trying to fuck.
Yeah, she's
Dead
right.
ass. And I'm like, oh, shit, like...
Yeah.
I was even... First of all, I'm not even attracted to how real you are right now on dogs.
Yeah. If your foreplay already starts in the morning and you texting me all day, that foreplay is going through text. That foreplay is coming from words. Women love to hear the man speak,
Yes, it turns you on,
especially when he's speaking sexiness. And it's funny, I have a lot of masculine, but I have a lot of feminine. I know how to cook. I know how to clean. I know how to be a mom. I know how to take care of you. I know all those things. I know how to be in my woman and in my feminine. My woman and that's a new one. In my feminine, but I'm also very masculine. And I think that's just because I was abused by men while I was in my younger years. But like I said, it didn't make me. We're kissing for way too long. Why are we kissing for 30 minutes? What are we doing at this point? Are we actually gonna make this happen? Like, what's going on?
That's a turnoff.
It's a turnoff.
Big turnoff.
It's a turnoff. We were physical with each other.
Wasn't that good?
It was good, but like I said, it was soft.
Because the same way niggas be tricking us at our pussy, like, niggas will fuck us and leave us the next day. Get this nigga's bread and leave him the next day. Like, that's the type. Like, I'm 25. Like, I am getting older, but at the same time, you have to, like, it don't matter. Get this nigga's bread. It don't matter. Maybe you can love him later on, but get this nigga's money now. Because love can come later on, but this money is going to come right now. Like, you got to pay these bills. You got to pay your phone bill, bitch. Pay that shit right now.
So
get this nigga's money. Like, he wants some pussy? Pay up, nigga. I don't give you a trick or not. You got to pay up.
Don't ever say you don't need a man, because no, you need a man. A woman needs a man.
We all need each other.
A man that's gonna protect you, love you, and respect you. If he doesn't bring out the best version in you, if you feel like he's in competition with you, leave him. But don't ever say you don't need a man. So these are the things I tell my daughter. She's 11, but guess what? Like I said, my biggest thing is I don't know how long I have on this earth. So as much things as I've learned on my own, I make sure that I teach her, because I don't want what I see. I don't want my daughter to live that.
Yeah.
You know, I don't want her, you know, like how these other women, I don't want her to embody that type of energy. Like, I just need to put her on and enlighten her so that she knows how to conduct herself. And when she sees a certain type of guy, she'll be able to see him for what he is and just be like, no, thank you so much, but pass on to the next. I know who's right for me. For me, it's like I'm building her up for her to see, like, whoever comes her way, she could look at him, smell him, and just...
If you're my husband and you come home every day, you come home, you give me a kiss. Every day you come home, you give me a kiss and slap in the ass. Every day for 10 years. The one day that you come home, you don't give me a kiss and a slap in the ass, I'm like, hold on. Wow. Wagwan. Who did it? Why? Who we gotta fuck up?
Yeah.
Baby? Let me smell your dick. You know? Don't play with me. I don't care. There's a whole lot that a man could do with a woman's vagina, and I feel like they don't grasp it and they don't take the time to play with it and enjoy it like they should. They do it.
How should we do it?
Y'all just
what's
suck.
Why
just
how can we do it to satisfy you guys?
Y'all are just the regular way. Like, there's just so much. You could put your finger in there while you eat it. You can spit on it. You can suck it like a fucking lollipop. You can put some ice cubes in there. You could build a...
I was dating a serial cheater.
Ooh.
So he cheated on me with, like, other girls and things like that. So he cheated and I got my lick back in private.
You got your lick back in private?
Yes.
How?
I flirted. I cheated. I was seeing other people while I was seeing him. And it's just like, even if he thought I was taking him seriously, after he had cheated on me, I don't think there was ever a point that I was going to take him seriously.
I feel like the men are becoming more feminine and the women are becoming more masculine. And the reason why I say that is because I feel like females are, like, playing mommy roles to these niggas.
Because they have mommy issues.
And I feel like because the mother had to be the breadwinner, the caretaker, all that in one, where in not saying all men, but some men. So, like, their mom had to be caretaker, breadwinner, whatever. It comes to a point where now men are expecting women to be caretakers, breadwinners,
and put up with everything that their mother
put up
with.
Exactly. My mother was strong, so you need to be as strong. You understand? My mother worked 2 jobs, so you can work 2 jobs. You know, and it's like it's crazy. It's not crazy. I don't know. I feel like it is. I feel like as a man, you should be able to, you know, do your responsibilities, work, be the breadwinner of the house. You know what I mean? Like, take care of your family. You got to work 2 jobs. You know what I mean? Your wife could be home, you know, if she want to work, she could work too. But she, you know, her responsibility is to take care of them kids, make sure them kids is good. But the roles are now reversed.
I called the nigga over. I said, hey, I know you cheated on me with this girl named Laura. Fuck you, Laura. he said I knew he cheated on me with this girl named Laura, so I told him to come over. So he came over because I knew he was a horny, thirsty nigga. So he came over and he started blowing my back out. But in the midst of him doing that, I called the bitch. And I put the phone under the pillow so she could hear the whole shebang. You gonna hear the nigga talking about, I love you, Kay. Yes, you are. Yeah, bitch, I didn't give a fuck. And then the next day, I changed my number and I moved to Everett. That's
Okay.
for like the first month I was out here, whatever. My mom, she a little fast herself. So the bitch was, she was just doing her.
Your
she
mom.
was on the porch, yeah. She was
Yeah.
doing her. So one day she gonna introduce me to this fine ass nigga that walking down the street. I'm going with whatever my mama said. She's like, oh, she 18. I said, yes, I am. I think I was like 15, 16 at the time. I don't know.
Okay.
But whatever. So the nigga was like, ooh, and I was like, ooh.
How old was the guy?
I don't know. I didn't ask. We didn't get that
Okay.
far. See, this is what I'm saying. We didn't
Gotcha.
know each other.
Gotcha. All right,
I didn't
go
know
ahead.
you.
Keep going.
So anyways, boom, fast forward, we doing our thing. We fuck it. This one, Four Locals was a thing, and I was still turning up, drunk, high, beach.
Wait. Slow down. You guys met that day.
We fucked.
You got,
Lit.
you got introduced by your mom.
Yes.
Right? You guys met. You fucked that same day.
Yes. It
Where
was
did you
fine.
guys fuck?
At my mama's house.
Your mom knew you guys
She is
were
white.
fucking too? Okay. She was okay with it.
She's white. She was
And
okay
you
with
said
it.
you said you were about 15.
She's white. She lied about my age and said that I was 18.
So she wanted him
Who
to fuck
knew
you.
what the whole ass bitch wanted me to do? She was having tag parties of her own. I'm not even sure if she remembered what the fuck was going on.
Like a lot of men think like every woman comes during penetration, but that's just not the case.
That's
not
majority
how it is.
times.
Most women don't even come during penetration.
They don't. I'm glad we're here.
I read about that shit. I studied
read
that
about it.
No, dead.
And that's good. I love that you did that. I love that you did
Go
that
ahead.
because a lot of guys are like, oh, yeah.
They really think they're doing something
They think they're doing
crazy.
something. And it's just like, nope. That was not it. And it took me a long time. Like, it took me like the first 2 years of me having sex that I was just like faking it every time. I was like, okay. Like, that's just what it is. And then, finally I was with one person who like, and it wasn't through penetration that I came either. So it was like with one person, I finally had an orgasm during sex and I said, I'm never going back. Why was I ever having sex and not having an orgasm? It's just like you have to be comfortable enough to know how you get there, So
Yeah. So your boyfriend had sex with your mother.
Yeah.
Fuck the shit off your mom.
Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah, exactly. That your face right now is how I was looking when I found the fuck out. So
Wait, is that your stepmom or your mom?
her mom,
from
the
birth?
one that pushed her
that saw
out.
where I was birthed.
Yes.
The lady that pushed me.
How's the relationship with your mom now?
None.
None.
Non-existent.
Is your mom in the US?
She is.
What was it the gap between your mom and the boyfriend? The age gap. Damn, you got stories. Jesus Christ.
He was 21.
Okay.
She was damn near 50.
And you were how old that time?
18.
Whoa. How did you find out?
That's the fucked up part.
Tell us the story, please. I'm ready for that. Popcorn, guys. Get your popcorn. Get your popcorn.
You know what it is? I feel like every woman is a freak. It just depends on the nigga.
The person. Everybody's a freak. It just
Everyone's a
depends on
freak.
what can- who
It just
can bring
depends.
that
It
out
just
of
depends
you.
on your comfort level. Everyone is, but
Everyone is.
you know what it is? Everyone is, but everyone has their own definition of freaky. That's what it is.
Their own fantasy.
What is your definition of freak?
I don't think I have a fucking
I don't have a
definition of
definition.
freaky. Yeah, I don't have a definition of freaky.
Then if you just with the shits.
Yeah, it's more of a vibe.
A female's nature is to depend, lean, and to like find and rely on a man.
I agree.
A man's nature is to build up for himself.
Mm.
Okay, so a man, you can't just meet. It's like, and I think like even in my own past experiences, I've met a lot of men in my life where I've told them they were too feminine. What a female is looking for when she is trying to be submissive to a male is his authority, control, discipline, and structure. I don't really like agree with feminism. I don't think
Why?
because I don't think men and women are equal. Like I think saying that in that sense is very demurring to either or, right? I think just in general, it's two completely different components. I do think females in general nowadays in societies are happier and live a more fulfilled lifestyle if they do have a family, if they do provide value to the ones that they love and care about, and if they do cater to their husband. And I'm going to speak for myself and like maybe black women in general. We're conditioned to believe that like we don't need a man to survive, and we're conditioned to believe that we can do this all on our own and never to fully rely or depend on a man to take care of ourselves or our family. And that's factual. Like everybody knows that, you know? So a lot of females chase degrees because like as they grow up, even in their lifestyle, like as they were raised and as they continue to grow up, they see nothing but dysfunctional homes. So then they start to learn, why am I going to fully depend on a man? Why am I going to fully give everything to a man if this is how it's going to turn out? So there's a lot of females out there that were raised in unstable households.
Okay.
With not a mother and a father present, or they experienced a lot of toxicity, so they think if there's no toxicity, if there's no chase, if there's no excitement, that the relationship lacks passion.
I thought I didn't know how to suck dick, none of that. And then I met one of my ex when I was the reason I watch porn too is because I can learn, I can take notes. So when I started eating the
you
guys,
want to be the best.
Yeah, I wanted to be not the best, but at least I do my best for my men when I have one.
Okay.
So this guy, when I started eating it, I started giving him a head, and because if you really suck the guy dick, and then the guy, you're gonna see that toes start to get curls. They're gonna have to.
No, do you think you're gonna have time to watch for that shit? Because you
trust me, you will find out.
You sucking a dick like this.
Yeah.
The legs are like.
Listen, I'm a sniper. I lay on my belly.
Okay, I don't want to know that. But
Yeah,
anyway.
I'm a sniper.
Okay.
So you're gonna feel the movement on the legs. You're gonna
you got
feel that
experience.
shit.
How many
Of
bodies
course
you got?
I am. Not that much.
I had sex with a guy, right?
I couldn't believe it.
And we had sex, right? He was hitting it from the back or whatever. And it was making me mad because his balls was
Just
so
kept
long
slapping.
that it kept hitting my coochie. And I was like, yo. And I'm looking between my legs like, what? Yeah, it's too long. Like, what is that? It was
It's
so
true.
disgusting.
It's
It
true.
was disgusting.
It's
It was
true.
uncomfortable.
I would slap somebody if they wanted to eat my ass. Because to me, I feel like I don't understand. To me, I wouldn't find great pleasure in that.
Oh, okay. I respect that. Everybody's different.
I mean, everyone is different.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I just feel like I have more nerves in my vagina than I do on my ass.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
there's literally more nerves there. So I would hope that you would focus at that part.
I feel like
not back
when I
there.
got my ass, I got it ate both ways. So I had it literally so
Like if
they face in my ass.
Yeah.
I didn't really enjoy it. But if you I didn't say it was.
Who did that? Who did that?
I don't even look like that.
it's the pointing for me.
I don't even look like
Who did that?
But I also had it where a girl ate my pussy
So you like that?
and she slipped down in my butthole and come back up and that's a different.
So you okay with that?
I'm okay with that.
But that's different.
But literally just.
So you'll be okay with that too? Doing both?
That's
that
no.
didn't do nothing. It's
I
freaky.
mean, that's okay. But if you're really trying to get me to bend over, for you to eat my ass, that's a little bit.
Oh, okay.
The last time I really had the best sex, it's been years, and it was a guy from Roxbury. And the reason why he stands out the most is because I've never had a man that literally licked every part of my body and loved every piece of it. Everything. I was 19 years old. He was older. He beat me yeah, that's how long. And think about it. I'm 31. I haven't had that. Not even my ex-fiance gave me that type of love. That shit, getting my ass ate outside from a party, 19-year-old, just recently lost her virginity. This man, taking complete control of my body that I didn't even know what I liked yet. So that to me stands out because I kind of search for that. Oh, yeah. Because now it's you either get you're in a relationship, you're making love, and it's very basic, or you're getting your people, or you're having you're dating and you're fucking, but they still don't know your body, so it's just basic. You know what, from the back, from the side, from the front, outside, car sex, yes, fun, but it's I don't know, I guess at that age it just stuck, and I've been craving that.
Nowadays, just the level of approaching someone has become really lazy. It's not the same where it's okay, let me get her flowers and ask her out, or
flowers.
Yeah.
So you can call me a simp?
But here's the thing, what's wrong with simp though? Why is that a bad
Why would I
thing
want
to
a man
show
who's
you're
not a simp?
yeah,
I want a man who's a simp. Why would I want a man who's not a simp and
Oh, yeah.
attracted to? And people, male or female, tend to be attracted to people who are not available to them. People want what's unavailable. And so it's not just the men wanting the bad boy. It's guys wanting the heartbroken girl, the one who's damaged and just isn't open. Like, it is.
And you know, I actually agree with my mom when she says, like, a woman's place is at home. Because the older you get, you actually start to understand, like, you know what, that makes sense because I want my husband to provide. Exactly. But when it comes to equality, I actually do, and I'll explain to you why before you attack me. Oh, you're gonna attack me. Safe place. I do believe a man, a woman, and a woman can be equal to a point. And the reason why I say that is because a man, he's going to work. A man, he goes to work, he's making money for the home. And a woman, she's taking care of the home. If the woman's not taking care of the home, there's no stability, there's no balance. And to me, I feel like equality, it means balance. Yeah. He's working for the money to bring home, and she's taking care of the home. Exactly. And that's what creates family.
By cooking, cleaning, taking care of the kids.
That's actually a good point.
Like, I go 50-50 with my man. Of course, I want my man to treat me a little more, but I do go 50-50. You know that.
Yeah, but that's when it comes different. Like, we go out, we come 50-50, but that's when it comes. You're used to a man not to do that. Again, past experience, I seen you doing that. We have talked about it, and it's different. My past experience with this man that I was over 5 years and a half, he would pay for every single little thing because he got the money. He can afford it. He got whatever amount on his bank, so he's doing all these things. It's different with you. You worked with a man for so long, and he wasn't treating you the way you should be treated. You can have money in your bank. You could have whatever you want. You could want to do 50-50. But if he's a truly man, he's going to say, put your fucking car in your fucking wallet, and I'm not going to pay for it. It's a huge difference.
That's true.
It's not about you having money, you being a broke bitch. You had the money, but he's a fucking man. He has to fucking pay for it. That's what men should be. And you should belong in the house. You should be in the house, whatever, etc., and stuff, shit like that.
I can't be.
I could be fine in the house. I have no issue with that. I could live in, whatever, 1800s. I belong in the house. I could be in the kitchen. I could be a housewife. I could take care of my kids and shit like that.
And then when that man turns around and decides to be with another woman, you ain't got nothing going for yourself.
What you think when a man's asking you for a date? What's your first thought on it?
Nigga, you wanna fuck. You wanna fuck.
I'm thinking more of a friendship.
No,
He's trying to vibe.
I'm already laying it down from the beginning. Like, I'm not looking for this.
No, but that's not what it says. You get it? That's not what it says. They didn't say nothing about you laying it down. If he comes up to you and he's just trying to get at you.
No random man's gonna be like, hey, shorty, let's go on a date.
I mean, it's not really saying...
They're going to be texting you and DMing you for a couple minutes or a week or two, and then be like, all right, let's do a date.
I've had men in my DM just saying, oh, I want to take you on a date. Yeah. But I really know what the motive behind it. So if I'm a man and I come to you like, oh, I'm trying to take you on a date, you going to think I just want to be your friend? You don't think I want to fuck?
In like my early years of being intimate, it felt like, and which is why there was like the separation from like my mind and my body, it felt like it had to be a performance because that was all I knew from watching porn. That was my exposure to intimacy.
Gotcha.
You know, I didn't have those kind of conversations with my parents. Or anything like that. That was like my sex education was porn. I started to feel very insecure, and that was a me thing. But feeling insecure because one, I wasn't performing like they did. I did not look like they did.
Let me cut you off real quick. What age were you when you and your boyfriend was watching?
1920.
Okay, I keep going.
You know, I did not look like they did. I also was not willing to do a lot of the things that they brain works. I get, and which is why if I'm intimate, it has to be on an emotional level because I'm very much in my head and I get analytical with things. Yeah. So when I'm watching it, I'm analyzing and just like thinking about it. I wasn't aroused by it. It was a curiosity. I remember even the first time I saw the word cream pie, I was pronouncing it cream pie. I had no idea what that was. I had no idea what it was.
Would you prefer a man with, assume the man is 36 years old, 78 body counts, B, a virgin, or C, 1 body count but with a prostitute?
78.
78?
Yeah. Well, virgin, nobody wants that.
Why not?
Our age. Well, just because I don't think they know what they're doing.
Can you teach him?
Well, I don't want to have to teach them anymore.
Really? 78?
I don't think numbers matter.
Okay.
Whatever. It's fine.
I respect
It
that.
doesn't bother me.
All right.
Would you prefer a man with, assume that this man is 36-year-old, ready? 78 body counts, a virgin, or one body count with a prostitute?
A virgin.
And why is that?
I think there's a purity that comes with waiting for the right
like
person.
respect.
And that's nice.
I respect that.
Yeah. I mean, I would, 36. That's a stretch.
Exactly.
I feel
At 36.
it's a little, but I would take that any day over a high body count and someone with a prostitute.
And that's fair, yeah.
I would like to think that person has more of a moral.
Maybe because,
compass.
he has more respect for himself.
Yeah.
But at 36, dog, don't you think it's like nobody wanted him?
36 is a little bit concerning.
It is a little concerning.
You wouldn't be concerned about that?
I would be concerned about the age. Just because, like,
I would probably. Yeah.
I mean, a 36-year-old should be kind of settled down by now. I mean, I'm not talking about every 36-year-old, but I'm pretty sure they should be settled down by now with at least like a marriage. But assuming they're all 36 in every single scenario, correct? Like, 36-year-old with a prostitute, 36-year-old, however many body counts, 30. So they're all 36.
Exactly.
So 36, regardless of the scenario, is kind of pushing it. Like, you really should be settled down by then. I feel like
that's what I'm saying.
So if I had to choose,
or at least like a wife,
or a girlfriend or something,
yeah.
But if I had to choose, I would do a virgin too. Yeah, I think.
Some people are not really thinking about, being committed to one person. I'm not saying that's how I was thinking, but I just feel like there was moments that I would tell myself, am I ready for this relationship? Am I ready to be with somebody, committed to somebody? And honestly, like, it would be no, because I felt like in my 20s, like, a relationship, it was just like being controlled. Like, I hate that. Like, it's just, I don't know. I feel like I've always been in I can't really like say, because I've always feel like I've been in relationships that try to control me.
You and your children need to be okay with me being a nudist, which means he likes to walk around naked.
You said up front.
Up front. He said, if you're going to move in with me, you and your children need to understand I'm a nudist and I will be walking around my house naked. I was 9 years old. My brother was 10. Like, we ain't know nothing about none of that.
So your mom was okay with it?
Yeah, she took it. It was like a silicone thing, like pink. And it was like, like that. It looked like jelly, like a little like rubbery thing. And it had a hole in it.
Okay.
And because I think my brother tried to cheat.
Okay.
He took my brother in the room, closed the door.
Wait.
Comes out 10 minutes later. I played Monopoly, but the only way we could play a game night was if we all played naked. So me, my mom, my brother, and him sat at the kitchen table. Ass naked. And my mom was big old pop belly, her little banana titties, as everyone used to call them. Yeah. Ugh.
So was the man messing with your mom?
No.
Nothing?
My mom wanted to be with him. He wouldn't do it. He wasn't attracted to her.
I just want a man that knows enough women to know when I'm pleased and when I'm not pleased. Because you know how many just fake it? I faked it so many times. Yeah, cool. Like,
Why you guys fake it up?
because we don't. If we're talking
You
like
gotta find
out of
the-
5, 2 out of 5 can give good head. Tolerable head. If all 5 of them gave me head, 2 of those niggas can give me tolerable head. 1, I'm not even saying this just to say this. I ain't never nut off a head.
You never nutted off a head? I only nut off a head.
Oh my god!
I literally only nut off a head. That's why I get my nut in.
Okay, if you cuss under your breath, I'll catch you. I'll make you cuss a little louder.
Yeah.
Stop playing with me.
But screaming
guy to try to make a move, but what turns me on the most is when he
When
doesn't
they don't. Yes.
If he doesn't make a move,
that's the
tune on?
Yes, it makes you want him to do it even more.
course.
So when he finally does it, it's like,
the tension is there, and then it's just because we're going on a date because you find me attractive. Obviously, I find you attractive enough for us to link and do something. Blah, 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 whatever. Cool. So if you kiss me at the end, it's like, okay, you're sealing the deal. But like, have me wondering.
Exactly. If you really, you know what I mean? Yeah.
Yes.
I'll be honest, I think a lot of people are just horny. Everybody just wants to get a little piece of ass. I mean, I'm horny too. No, I'm just saying, but that's why I feel like the commitment is
I'm always
kind of messed up there because people don't want to commit because they're like, why? I just want to fuck. Keep it coming. Oh
my God. You need a whole sex show.
Right? Talk about sex, baby.
No, we're not doing that.
Freaky Friday.
Are you really thirsty though? Are you really thirsty though?
Are you Thursday?
No, you're
Fucking Thursday.
Thursday. I'm like, are you really thirsty? It's about to be Friday though.
I'm thirsty on a Thursday.
It's about to be
tipsy
Friday.
on a Friday. On a thirsty Thursday.
Oh.
I definitely like specified gender roles. I feel like men need to play the part of the provider and women should follow the man's lead. I know we have like a lot of conflicting viewpoints on that. I feel like when a man is playing the provider and he's leading, it doesn't mean that he is supposed to take control and, you know, be bashful towards his woman. It should be healthy submission on both sides. So I think that we do need to have additional context when it comes to those specified gender roles, because you should not be out here disrespecting your partner. Like, that's point blank period. But I think that we're really getting away from the basics of what a man and a woman is, and I think that we need to start getting that back, especially in the Black households. Like, we're just getting too far from the familial structures and how God intended for it to be.
Have you guys ever cheated before?
I definitely have, yes.
Yes.
Oh, you too?
Yes.
Oh,
Damn,
shit.
You surprised.
I'm not a cheater now, but
I really am a
have,
saint.
yes.
Okay.
It was in my younger days.
What made you cheat?
I was getting cheated
I'll come
on
back
first.
to you.
Definitely,
I'll
yeah.
come back to you.
It's the same thing. I was getting cheated on first. It took a while for me to get there. I'm not gonna lie, but when I did get there, I was just like, "Fuck it."
Why didn't you just leave?
I was in my phase of like when you try to change somebody and you see the better in them. You feel me? And they don't see that in themselves, what they can do and accomplish as a man. Because I felt like I could see what I want, I guess, in the man, but then the cheating kind of just like...
Like, it's just so sad. You know, he's a fine individual. I don't want to even give him that. He's a fine human being. Technically, it was a joint file. Like, it really was a joint file.
Joined up.
The initiation, I initiated
So
the
you did.
process.
So
I
you
said
did.
I want a divorce.
So you filed for divorce.
But his family was racist as fuck. And so there's a whole nother segment there. There's a lot of things. And it's like, oh, shame on me for even continuing something like that.
That's on you though.
But at the same time, that's why I said,
Pick him.
I'm sitting here picking this person over and over again. Why? Because I'm not recognizing what I truly value.
How dating been for you after the divorce?
Interesting.
Talk to me.
I have had very horrible dating scenarios, I guess,
I'm listening.
and really amazing situations. But realistically, it's enjoyable because there are
Profile said.
moments where you're drunk and you've been talking to somebody for a while. But I'm saying that's a whole nother portion of it where that's like the late night sneakies where you're drunk and you're like, oh, okay, this guy fell through, whatever. You come through. That's the situation that I actually ended up in. This is only once I've ever really...
Probably like 9 times out of 10, if a guy's honest with me and tells me he just wants sex, if I feel like I'm mentally and emotionally in a good state to just do that, and I think he's fine, then we can just do that. Get married when I'm 22 or 23 years old. Like, I'm not dating somebody to marry them, but I just feel like this generation has made me very confused, because I've met people that are like, oh, like, I'm just trying to fuck. And then I've met people that are like, no, like, I'm not wasting my time. I want to get married and have kids and have a family and a big house. And I'm just like, that's fine. But I was with a guy, and he was like, the first night I met him, he wanted to have sex with me. But I just met him, so I wasn't going to do that. But we went on a few dates. It happened. And then that's all he wanted, like... Another the sneaky link I had was some guy I met. we were a sneaky link for like 2 or 3 months, but I felt like he was gonna be possessive of me, and like.
This is the Quickie Sidebar Talk. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Let's get into it.